Awesome. So we have Christian joining us in the studio today. Hi, Christian. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you for joining us. How are you? How are you today?
Very good. Still a bit under the weather with a
Yeah.
cold, but I'm okay.
What's going around? Everyone's getting sick.
I know. I am as well.
Terrible.
Well, I'm glad you're able to make the time for us. Down with this.
No problem.
Excellent. So let's start right off the top. So you kind of addressed this on your website, but Canadian superheroes. Obviously, this is a topic that Rob was just mentioning. Marvel's kind of touched upon. We kind of know about it, but it's never been fully embraced until you and now. So can you tell us a bit about why you wanted to create this story?
Well, for the same reasons Rob was mentioning. I mean, it's been touched upon, but not very well ever. And usually when it was never really about, it's not really Canadian, even though sometimes it was written in terms of Marvel, sometimes they wrote it, Canadian writers wrote it. I think John Byrne was one of them, but, still it was not really reflective of our reality. So we decided to do our own version. We've been trying to do a superhero show for a long time anyway, in feature film form. And it's always been difficult to finance, but now with the technology the way it is and stuff, we decided, well, let's have a crack at it.
Fair
And
enough.
there it was.
Very cool.
The story in a nutshell. So transmedia, I was
Yeah.
going to say. So whenever your episodes are available online, is it available anywhere else?
No. They're all available online, but we also have comic books that are digital comic books that complete the story that you can read also on the site.
Yeah.
We have two video games. There's also a novella. There's photo books that are coming up for episode 19. There's different part of the story is told to different mediums, but you can also just read the comics and have a full story, or you can just watch the videos and have a full story. But you can also like look through everything and have a much more complete panorama of the storyline.
Incredible.
Very cool.
Which is the most popular character for fans?
Oh my God, 8 Ball is very popular. Nordic, Fleur de Lis in
Yeah,
Quebec
I was going to
mostly.
say the
Yeah,
girls
Fleur de
are.
Lis, yeah.
We were like
Well,
immediately.
like superheroes, it's
You're
always
like,
like
who would
that.
I
I mean,
dress
Wonder
up as?
Woman, yeah.
Who would you dress up as?
Probably Fleur de Lis.
Oh, I guess
like
that
her
makes,
costume,
makes
yeah.
me the blonde one. I'm down with that. Let's do it.
Speaking of dressing up, actually, have you guys had, at Fan Expo or wherever else, where people have actually dressed up as your characters?
We haven't seen that yet. No, we've been at a lot of conventions, but only for the last couple of years. So I don't think it's has made the rounds yet. But we've had a lot of questions about how we made the costumes and stuff. So I expect it's coming soon. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, actually, how about you tell us a bit about that? Because obviously that's part of the production value where the costumes are really well done. How did you guys get such great costumes?
Well, most of the costumes are designed by the actor that plays 8 Ball, actually, Anderson Bradshaw. He's been doing costumes since he was a kid, so he knows his stuff, and he can cobble together something with almost nothing. Like these costumes didn't cost too much. And then in terms of the design, he made the design for the girls because we needed something that was skin tight and stuff. We didn't want to go with Lycra because it looks kind of cheap.
Yeah.
And leather was out of our budget, obviously. So one of our cameramen, who's also a photographer, mentioned maybe we should use latex because it catches light very well. And he hooked us up with a local company here in Montreal called Polymorph. And we
Great.
showed them the design, and they decided to help us and they sponsored the costumes. They made the costume for most of the villains and the girls.
Very good.
So if you have costumes that are made out of, okay, latex, is it difficult for people to get in? Like, do you have to grease them up? Because I'm serious because I've heard
Not
stories.
not quite, but it's difficult to get in. I mean, we have to use baby powder and stuff to like as a lubricant,
Yeah.
and then it's really hot inside. Like they sweat like crazy, but it looks good on screen. So I guess sometimes you have to suffer to be beautiful.
So now the
course.
obvious question is, whose costume smells the worst when
Oh
you
my
take
God.
it on?
It doesn't smell too bad. No, it doesn't smell. We wash them anyway after every shooting day and stuff like that. But it's not. No, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. You'd think it would be, but it's not that bad at all because it's rubber, so it doesn't really keep the smell.
Right. So in terms of your cast, obviously everyone is in fantastic shape. So how did you come across the cast?
Oh my God. Well, the cast, some people we already knew, the actors that we worked with on other shows before, like the character that plays 8 Ball, we've known each other for like decades. John Fallon too, we worked with him on other films. He's a horror film critic, but he's also an actor, so we worked with him on other shows. And then the others we were looking for people that had the physique to be a superhero, and that were, it's fairly easy to find people. When you ask people, do you want to be a superhero? Most people say yes. So.
So thanks so much, Christian. What are some ways people can find out more about you guys online?
Well, there's a Facebook page. We have it at Northern Heroes, facebook.com/Northern Heroes. There's the website, heroesthenorth.com, and there's where we can also find all those links. There's a Twitter at twitter.com/Northern Heroes. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's a YouTube also. There's a YouTube account where we upload eventually all the shows after they do their run on the site.
Can we buy the comic books in Quebec bookstores or just online?
You can buy them online. You can buy them all across North America. We just signed a deal last November with Ardent Entertainment, which is a U.S. publisher. And now the comic books, our first comic book came out last week, actually.
Fantastic.
It's available in all comic book stores across North America.
And
Yeah,
today's
awesome.
Wednesday, which is Comic Book Day.
Oh,
So I gotta go tomorrow.
fantastic.
It's gonna be there, yeah. It's there. I think it was there last week, so you can ask for it. It's called Heroes of the North: Dark Origins, and it's an 80-page comic book.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So thanks so much. That was just a last minute question from Mary Trinity, she's in Quebec and she also works in a bookstore. So she was definitely curious and awesome. Thank you
No
so
problem.
much.
Thank you so much, Christian.